ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय।
Namaskaram. Today I am going to chant Canto 17, the story of Dhruva. उत्तानपादनृपतेर्मनुनन्दनस्य जाया बभूव सुरुचि निर्तरामभीष्टा अन्या सुनीतिरिति भर्तुरनादृता त्वामेव नित्यमगतिः शरणं गताभूत. King Uttanapada, the son of Manu, had two wives, one named Suruchi, who was very dear to him, and the other by name Suniti, to whom he was indifferent. Helpless on account of the king's neglect, Suniti took shelter in Thi. Ankepi tuha suruचिपुत्रकमुत्तमं तं दृष्ट्वा ध्रुवः किल सुनीतिसुतो अधिरोक्षणा आचिक्षिपे किल शिशुः सुतरां सुरुच्या दुस्सन्त्यजात् खलु भवद्विमुखैरसूया. One day Suniti's son Dhruva, seeing Uttama, the son of Suruchi, sitting on the lap of the king, their father, was about to ascend his lap himself, whereupon he was abused severely by Suruchi because of jealousy, an evil quality which cannot be got over by people who are not devoted to thee. त्वन्मोहिते पितरि पश्यति दारवश्ये दूरं दुरक्तिनिहतः स गतो निजाम्बां सा अपि स्वकर्मवती सन्तरणाय पुंसां त्वत्पादमेव शरणं शिशवे शशंस. On being scolded severely in the presence of his father, the henpecked king, who was under the deluding influence of Thaimaya in the shape of a woman, Dhruva went away to his own mother Suniti, who advised him that the one way to overcome the evil effects of one's own past karma, that is action, is to seek shelter at thy feet. आकर्ण्यसोऽपि भवदर्चन निश्चितात्मा मानी निरेत्य नगरात् किल पञ्चवर्षः सन्दृष्टनारदनिवेदितमन्त्रमार्ग स्तत्वा मारदाध तपसा मधुकाननान्ते. Hearing his mother's words, Dhruva, just 5 years only in age, but highly sensitive and self-respecting, left the city, determined to devote himself to Thai worship. He had an opportune meeting with the sage Narada, and being instructed by him in Thai mantra, sacred name, and procedures of worship connected with it, he entered the forest of Madhu, where he engaged himself in severe austerities in adoration of Thee. ताते विषण्ण हृदयेन गरीं गतेन श्रीनारदेन परिसान्त्वित चित्तवृत्तौ बालस्तवदर्पितमनाः क्रमवर्द्धितेन निन्ये कठोरतपसा किल पञ्चमासान्. The king, who was now filled with remorse, was comforted by sage Narada, who visited the palace. Meanwhile, the boy, who had dedicated his whole mind to Thee, engaged himself in austerities of increasing severity for 5 months. तावत्तपोबलनिरुचवसते दिगन्ते देवार्चितस्तव मुदयत करुणार्द्रचेताः त्वद्रूपचित्रसनिलीनमतेह पुरस्तादाविर्भवभूवित विभो गरुडाधिरूढः. The radiation of power emanating from his austerity was so great that it obstructed the very life breath of all beings, whereupon the Devas, on behalf of all, approached thee for relief from this oppressive situation. Moved by compassion, thou wert pleased to manifest thyself on the back of Garuda before the boy, whose mind had in meditation dissolved in the consciousness bliss that constitutes thy being. त्वदर्शनप्रभदर्भारतरङ्गितं तं दृगभ्यां निमग्नमिव रूपरसायने ते तुष्टुष्माणमवगम्य कपोलदेशे संस्पृष्टवानसीदरेण तदादरेण. With his heart filled with waves of bliss at thy sight, and his mind submerged as it were in the stream of entrancing beauty revealed to his eyes, Dhruva became desirous of singing thy praise, whereupon thou, knowing this, did affectionately touch his cheek with thy conch, which is the source of Shabda Brahma, the seed of all sounds. तावद्विबोध विमलं प्रणुवन्तमेनमाभाषता स्तवमगम्य तदीयभावं राजं चिरं समनुभूय भजस्व भूयः सर्वोत्तरं ध्रुवपदं विनिवृत्तिहीनम्. He then sang thy praise, having been purified and enlightened by thy touch. Knowing what he had in mind, thou didst bless him to enjoy the kingdom for long, and then attain to that loftiest of states from which there is no return to lower states. इत्युच्चिषि त्वयि गते नृपनन्दनो वसावानन्दित अखिलजनो नगरीमुपेतः रेमे चिरं भवदनुग्रहपूर्णकामस्ताते गते च वनमादृतराजभारः. On thy disappearance, after blessing him, the prince returned to the city to the great joy of its inhabitants. With all his aspirations fulfilled by thy grace, he ruled over the country efficiently for long, taking upon himself the responsibilities of governance when his father retired to the forest as a hermit. यक्षेन देवनिहते पुनरुत्तमे अस्मिन् यक्षैः स युद्धनिरतो विरतो मनुक्त्या शान्त्या प्रसन्नहृदयाद्वनन्दापुतुपेता त्वद्भक्तिमेव सुदृढामवृणोन्महात्मा. When his brother Uttama was killed in battle by a yaksha, Dhruva declared war on the yakshas but soon withdrew from it in deference to the advice of the Manu. Pleased with Dhruva's peaceful nature, Vaisravana, the lord of wealth and the leader of the yakshas, offered him boons, but he chose for his boon only the strengthening of his devotion to thee. अन्ते भवत्पुरुषनीतविमानयातो मात्रा समं ध्रुवपदे मुदितोऽयमास्ते एवं स्ववृत्त नित्यजनपालनलोलदीत्सवम् वातालयादिपनिरुन्दीममामयौधान. In the end, riding in the Vimana, that is celestial car, brought by Thai emissaries, he with his mother entered the region called Dhruvaloka and is living there joyfully even now as the star known as Dhruva. May thou who art thus ever keen on offering protection to thy devotees be pleased to cure me of my ailments. So the Canto 17 is completed. I'll be back with Canto 18 in the coming week. Till then, Namaskaram, Hari Om Tat Sat.